Hello, hello, hello. Um, I have um been going through one of the most difficult things in my life. Um, Back in August, I got COVID, and ever since then, I had complications with COVID. Um, I was still having symptoms 6 to 7 symptoms a day, 6 weeks out. Um, I had rash all over my body that was like chicken pox. I had um, what all these signs of a blood clot, but thank goodness no blood clot was found. I have had shingles, and that was so painful, and that we had a really difficult time getting those two to go way and to heal. But I finally did it. Well, in September, October, I started to have tremors on my right side mainly. It's sometimes on my left side, but mostly on my right side. Um, and I noticed they did not stop. They are constant and have just progressively gotten worse. Where they've moved up my arm into my shoulder, and even to my in the neck, as you can see. My head shakes a lot. Um, then I woke up one day and could not talk. I had a stutter, and that was really scary. Um, I've had headaches non-stop. I have also been in pain. I've had lots of nerve pain. I'm on Lyrica. I take it 3 times a day, and it does help control the pain. It may make it tolerable, but it does not always. Um, it's not always enough at times, and sometimes I'm in a lot of pain. Um, I have realized that I started to get weakness in my right side, and it slowly got to where I could not walk. And when we got to thinking about it, I did um, look back and realize that I started doing things with my left hand instead of my right hand or right side because it was harder. Um, but it wasn't something that I looked and that I thought, oh no, my right side is getting way weaker. Um, I have a team of my primary care physician, my neurologist, my infectious disease doctor, my cardiologist, my rheumatologist that we are adding in there, um, my pulmonologist, and now a neurosurgeon that we are adding to the mix. Um, I've had MRIs, I've had CT scans, and everything comes back normal. Um, I have all the symptoms of a stroke since it's one subsided. Um, the neurologist can do little strength tests or um, reflexes, and everything is lessened on the right side quite a bit, very noticeable. Um, I also says though when they do like little pinprick test on my feet, leg, arm, face, I on my right side, I can feel more pressure, but I cannot feel um it being like sharp. On my left side, everything is fine. If I smile, this side does not go all the way up, um, like my left side does, and also says, my tongue feels like it does not want to cooperate and um, adds to my speech complications. Um, it was a couple 2 weeks ago um, that I went and saw uh, my pulmonologist, and some of the things that have never gone away have been shortness of breath, um, feeling like I am always trying to catch my breath when doing stuff. At times, and pressure on my chest, feeling like something is pressing on me, my chest, that you're sitting on my chest. Um, Having to take deep breaths all the time. I did that. Especially, I catch myself waking up in the middle of the night doing that. During the day doing that when I'm just working. Um, it just is not gone away. A lot of times my chest feels like I've been outside running in the cold, and it just burns like that. Um, we have not really had a treatment plan or any road to really go down. Um, we were going to try IVIG infusion treatments for autoimmune, but that got denied by insurance, so we're appealing that. Well, I had a lumbar puncture in December, and that um, lumbar puncture, when I got out of the lumbar puncture, I had a temporary relief in symptoms. I was able to talk to a friend of mine for like 5 sentences without a stutter, and I did not notices it, but she did, and everybody around noticed, and so it was really exciting because it helped us know there's something about relieving some of that pressure made a difference, and so I had that done, but didn't really nothing really went anywhere where none of the tests from the labs from the spinal fluid showed anything, any infection or any sort of disease or so um we were just still trying to figure out what to do, or what we could do to help this. And in the meantime, I've been doing physical therapy and occupational therapy at home, and I do speech via Zoom, and I have a wonderful therapy team. They've worked so hard with me, um, and really encouraging. Um, well, my pulmonologist was insistent that we do some more tests, and one of those was a MRI of my neck, my head, neck, and my back. So I was sedated for that. And then he wanted to do a second lumbar puncture after that to test the opening pressure of my spinal fluid. Well, I was not even fully out of anesthesia when my tremors had started back, and as they are starting the lumbar puncture again to do it, about 20 minutes, I think they said they could see my tremors stop, and and they could hear my speech clear up, where I did not have a stutter. And one of the things that was real big for me is I could feel my toes on my right foot. I could curl all of my toes and not just move my big toes. So that was huge for Mimi. I go to tomorrow to have a VP shunt put in. It will be a tube that runs from my brain down my neck into my chest and into my stomach, and the excess spinal fluid will just empty there and be reabsorbed, and this should relieve a lot of pressure from my brain. There is a report that's been found that COVID can create excess pressure and create like a pseudo tumor in your in your brain. And some people, it's extremely rare, but the pressure acts like a tumor on your brain, and so you have that same effect that you would if you had a brain tumor. Well, when we put the shunt into tomorrow, I will be in the hospital for a couple of days, but I'm excited to see what the outcome is. There is a 90% recovery success rate for doing this surgery for my for helping my tremors, my stutter, my headaches, my vision problems, and hopefully it will help with my right side weakness and nerve pain and the miscommunication that is happening between my brain and the right side of my body. And hopefully in my future I'll be able to walk, and I've been lovely thing. It's a wheelchair. Everybody has pushed me around in it. My kids love to sit in it and roll around, and I am like, get me out of this thing. I just want to walk. I don't care if it's with a walker, with a cane, anything. I even just to stand up. I just want to be able to stand up. I'm grateful for my team of the doctors and all the people who love me and care enough to make sure that this operation happens. and hosted by my society to make sure that I get into the doctors that I need to get into, and get into the test that I need to get into. This has been a long, hard journey. There's been lots of tears, lots of laughter too. Though there's been some blessings come out of it. I think I've learned too how many people loved me, and that was something I really needed to know. And I'm just grateful. I'm excited to update everybody on my progress, and that we'll let everybody know how everything goes to tomorrow with the surgery. I'm extremely nervous, but excited at the possibilities of at the same time. This will could give me some of my life back, and I cannot wait.